James Opstad, thank you for joining me. It's really nice to be speaking with you.
Thank you.
Now, James, you're a bass player and you graduated a couple of years ago from the Royal Academy of Music. You have to be recommended as an ambassador as well as apply. So what made you apply for this ambassador program with the NYJC?
I think I was drawn to the idea of gaining experience in leading actual groups of jazz musicians. I'd done one-to-one teaching before that, but I really like the idea of group coaching, working with ensembles and young jazz musicians. And I also remember how important it was for me at a young age to encounter jazz education. And also the great thing about the environment here that I've seen at King's Place is seeing young musicians who are really getting to meet and play with other young musicians of their age who are interested in the same music.
What has it taught you then, this experience of being part of the teaching and the ambassadorship actually of the National Youth Jazz Collective, particularly at King's Place? What has it been teaching you?
Well, as an ambassador you get to observe and work with the really great tutors that are a part of National Youth Jazz Collective. And I think watching them, I've seen that they really draw a good balance of working on sort of fundamentals of jazz and harmonic things, stylistic things to do with the music. But then there's also things that are more to do with building confidence in young musicians. So what's really good, I think, is that everyone is given an opportunity to really have leadership qualities within the group. So it's not like there's one person and they direct everything, especially in the performances that happen at the end of each of these workshop days. Everyone's given a chance to lead the music in their own way. It's great.
Did you have anything like this when you were growing up, from age 8 to 18?
Well, I was very lucky when I was 14, I think, or maybe it was 15. I was just at the first intake, really, of the junior jazz course at the Royal Academy of Music. And that was really pivotal for me, actually, because up until that age I hadn't really encountered anyone else of my own age group who even really understood what jazz was or listened to it. And suddenly to go to an environment, I used to travel to London from Bristol weekends to do that. To be in an environment where you're around like-minded musicians of your own age was really encouraging and stimulating.
What do you think the importance of the work the NYJC is doing, both regionally and nationally? What do you think the significance of that is?
I think it's important that they're going outside of London. Things don't just happen in London, because one thing I didn't grow up in London, as I said, I grew up near Bristol. One thing I've noticed actually is, since being in London, is that there are a lot of opportunities for young musicians in London. And I think it's great that it really is a national youth jazz collective. It's working, trying to build up connections around the country, and then obviously people can apply for the summer school as well from all over, which is more of a residential thing. So just reaching out to areas that aren't maybe so overwhelmed by good musical opportunities for young musicians.
What does being an ambassador mean to you?
I think over the year it's been a development of starting from mainly observation of the tutors that work here, and then discussion of that, and gradually feeding in our own ideas, and then being given the opportunity to lead our own classes. And so it's been a gradual process, shifting from observation to really taking control ourselves. And it's been good getting lots of feedback from the tutors on our own ideas about what we can do, pacing lessons, building ideas over the right period of time.
James, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.